Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210 District Court Criminal Docket for September 13th, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our first case, please?
Bottom of page 6, Judge, in cause number 2020-0D00443 and 2020-0D0442 and 2021-0D01212 and 2019-0D05734, State of Texas versus Lizette Fernanda Corona. Announcement of counsel, please.
Samantha Rock on behalf of the state. State's ready, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge Ruben Ortiz on behalf of Ms. Corona.
Good morning, and we are scheduled for a final hearing plea deadline. Mr. Ortiz, my understanding was, I think we had scheduled just kind of routinely at the regular docket, although I see your client is still in custody. So are you okay to proceed without her presence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so we're scheduled for trial this Friday. Ms. Rago, what is the right?
It's the cause number ending in 443 and the cause number ending in 5734. It's 5 deferred on both: mental health caseload, UABA, curfew, TAP assessment, no offensive contact with Christian Moda and other complaining witnesses, parenting classes, 300 hours of community service, and all of the other standard terms, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Ortiz?
My client is willing to accept, Your Honor. We're just awaiting, I think, plea paperwork.
Okay. Alrighty, so this is obviously a change from the last offer. Ms. Rago, I want to go ahead and go through each of these cases. I have them down on the docket: 443, then 442, then 1212, then 5734. And so, yeah, I know there's probably some noise in there because we have some in-person stuff going on. So I just want to make sure I understand. You mentioned some complainants. Can I get the complainant's name for each of these cases?
Your Honor, the cause number ending in 442, that's going to be the mom. Let me pull up the case. I believe it's Yadida was the first name, last name Corona. For the cause number ending in 1212.
I'm sorry, did you say Cardona or is it Corona?
Corona, sorry.
Corona? Okay, and that's on 442.
And then on 1212, it's Keith Miller.
And what was the relation to the defendant?
Potentially dating. We were unable to serve him, and our investigator indicated he no longer lives in El Paso.
Okay, so there are dismissals as to those two cases, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, can we go back to 443, please?
443, that's the one that she would plead to, and that's with Christian Moda, which is the baby daddy, and then also same victim, which is 5734, and which is Christian Moda as well, Your Honor.
Okay. And I think we had discussed this at some point. With respect to the two dismissals, is it that you cannot contact either of those complainants?
Yes, Your Honor, we attempted to serve them. We were unable to serve them, Your Honor.
Okay, so starting with 442, that's with Mom Corona, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you explain to me what the efforts were to serve her?
Let me pull it, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Sure. And just so I'm clear, that is the basis for the dismissal, correct? That she was unable to be located?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize, Your Honor, my internet's slow.
Sure, take your time.
I'm trying to pull it.
Ms. Nieto, while or actually it's Miss Mooney, if I'm not mistaken. I see, I guess there were 2 subpoenas issued under 442, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. It was one for Fabian Corona and Yadira Ortiz was the other one.
Okay, so it's Yadira Ortiz. And are there, those seem to be issued on August 26th, so a little more than 2 weeks ago. Can you tell me, I mean, I don't see a return.
No, Judge, there was no return. But it was August 26th, yes.
In addition, Your Honor, we attempted on 2/23/2021 to contact the victim. We sent a 5-day letter out. On 3/9/2021, she reached out about receiving the 5-day letter. On 5/5/2021, she said she did not want to press charges. We attempted to serve about 2 weeks ago and were unable to serve, Your Honor.
Okay, but they're still, the subpoenas are still outstanding, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you don't know if they've been able to be served or not.
Correct, Your Honor. As of now, we haven't been able to serve to my knowledge.
Okay, and Fabian Corona, he's a witness, he's not the complainant?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And with respect to Mr. Miller, that's on 1212. Does the manner, well, let me ask, maybe Ms. Mooney can help me with this. How are those subpoenas, I guess, attempting to be served? Because they're still active, right? They're still out there trying to serve them. Is that what it is? Ms. Mooney, can you tell?
They were sent through the SO Civil Service.
Okay, so that means it'll be assigned to a deputy to serve, or?
Yes.
Okay. Has your investigator looked into the status of those subpoenas, Ms. Rago?
Yes, Your Honor, and that was my understanding that he no longer lives in El Paso. That victim.
I'm sorry, I'm back on the parents. I am assuming Fabian Corona is father, right?
I'm assuming, Your Honor.
You don't know?
Father, Your Honor. Sorry.
So I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Has your investigator checked as of today what the status of those subpoenas are? They've been out for almost more than 2 weeks.
I can send an email right now. I haven't gotten a response. He usually will email me when he serves an individual. And I hadn't gotten a response, so I was assuming it wasn't served.
Okay. All right. Now I guess we can go to the next one, the aggravated assault. That's 1212, correct? Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was Mr. Miller the only witness that you attempted to serve?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't see a, let me see. No, I don't see a subpoena issued there. Maybe I missed it. Maybe there's more events. Ms. Mooney, can you help me on that one?
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
there is no subpoena on here that was sent out.
You did not attempt to serve the complainant?
Your Honor, I had requested it. Let me see where it went. Let me see. I did request it, Your Honor.
Were you able to ascertain, I believe I asked last time about photos and things of that nature, because this is the alleged stabbing. Were you able to ascertain or get a visual on who the complainant was? Ms. Rago?
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Kind of who he,
Yeah, do you know what he looks like?
let me see. I remember seeing a photo of him at the time of the incident. So there was photos that were included on portal, Your Honor.
Are you familiar with those?
I'm looking through them right now. I remember seeing the photos.
You remember what he looks like?
Hispanic or potentially Black with a goatee, Your Honor.
Was he the individual that was in the courtroom at our last in-person hearing?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I didn't ask. Let me.
So my concern on this case is that what you're representing, this is the one that you have been told, and I'm not sure where you're getting this information from. Where are you getting the information that he's out of town?
That was from my investigator, was my understanding, but let me see. We had requested a better locate and then was unserved.
When? My concern continues to be with this case that I'm hearing from the state of Texas that it is willing to dismiss cases because of its inability to locate witnesses, and I guess having witnesses that are not willing to cooperate. But what I'm seeing in the court file, basically in Odyssey, is that with respect to the ag assault, I don't see any efforts to attempt to reach out, subpoena, ask when the complainant is physically in the courtroom about any disposition on this case. This is the one that brings me the most concern, because obviously I've heard all of the factors that have gone into play in terms of Miss Corona's situation. But the cause number ending 1212 is an alleged stabbing. I do not see subpoenas. I do not even see a question or a full understanding of who your witnesses are. So, do you see when the subpoena was requested?
I'm trying to pull it up. I can send you the subpoena I did draft for my investigator. I'm in the process of trying to pull it, and I'm sorry, Judge.
So I think, I mean, you would agree with me, correct, that you did not subpoena. You may have requested it, but there is no subpoena. There is no active effort to locate this witness. And I'm really not sure I'm understanding where you're getting the idea that he is not in town. So with that said, I asked these questions, Ms. Rago. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I don't feel like the court is putting you on the spot, because these are all cases that are set for trial in a handful of days. And so I understand there is a new rec. I don't know, Mr. Ortiz, if your client is intending to entertain that, if you all haven't circulated paperwork. But my intention, Ms. Rago, is to understand, because I do receive dismissals frequently from the state of Texas because of your office's inability to locate witnesses. But I am beginning to feel uncomfortable that representation, I want to know what it means when you can't find a witness. I want to know if somebody is actually looking for them.
Okay.
So we are still set for trial. If I don't have plea papers before then to review the terms and conditions, We can reconvene on Thursday for the final hearing plea deadline. Mr. Ortiz, I will have your client brought over for that. I'll ask you, Mr. Ortiz, to look at your schedule. If we can do it 11 o'clock in the morning here in person. If not,
Judge, I guess my question is going to be, are you okay with the new plea recommendation, Your Honor? Or are you not okay with it? I mean, you know, I'm having to prepare for 4 different trials, you know?
I understand. And I know with respect to, we discussed this more the last time. My understanding was the state was prepared to go forward on the abandoning. I see it's one of the ones that's in the plea, for example, one for which she will be pleading. So it's one jury selection. What I'll tell you is if we go forward, if we have to go forward to trial on any, it will be one of the 2.
Abandonment? It'll be on the abandonment, Judge?
If we need to, it'll be the abandonment first.
Okay.
But let's reconvene on Thursday.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you all will circulate the plea paperwork. Like I said, I do want it in person, so we will request your client. So let me know about your schedule.
So let me ask you this, Judge. So if everything's okay, we might be able to plea out, she might be able to enter a plea on Thursday then, Judge? Are we prepared to do that on Thursday? If she's going to be in person?
Possibly. It'll be pending what Risrago has for me on this ag assault case. I want to hear an update from her on the subpoena of that witness. Okay?
Okay, Judge.
Okay, so let me know. My fallback is to schedule you at 11 in the morning. But if you have a really busy schedule, we can do it super early or we can do it in the afternoon, okay? It'll be a reset of the final hearing plea deadline.
Yeah, I can tell you that normally 11 o'clocks are bad for me. That's when I actually have clients coming in and we review evidence with clients. And that's when I meet with clients, usually from 11 through lunch.
Do you want to do it after lunch, or do you want to do it at, let's say, 9 o'clock?
Let me just check my calendar real quick, Judge. Can I just get off the screen for a second?
No worries. We'll work with you.
Okay, thanks.
Did you find anything else on the attempt to locate Mr. Miller? Mr. Bravo?
I'm pulling it up to see if I had anything on Teams.
All right.
I mean, I could come in like at 9 or 9, like 9:30 is good, Judge.
Okay, we'll do that. I mean, I'll put you at 9 o'clock and then you get here as soon as you can.
Thank you, Judge.
And we'll deal with it then, okay? Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. May I be excused?
Let me see. I don't know if Ms. Rago had something else to tell me.
At this time, no, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you. See you Thursday. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, who's next?
Middle of page 7, Judge. In cause number 2018-0D05294, State of Texas versus Pedro Garcia. Announcement of council, please.
Samantha Rock on behalf of the state. State's ready, Your Honor.
Omar Carmona on behalf of Pedro Garcia, ready, Your Honor.
Okay, give me 1 second. Miss Carla. It's a probation status. Is I thought I saw Mr. Garcia here. Where is he?
Coming in, Judge.
Okay.
Okay, let him just connect to audio. Okay, I think he's connected. Good morning,
Yes.
Mr. Garcia is appearing remotely as well. We were scheduled for a probation status hearing. Carla, I'm looking at the summary very quickly. I guess I just need to know, do we have any issues?
No, ma'am. I'm doing very good. I'm
Hey,
just
Mr.
working.
Garcia, hold on. I know you want to tell me how good you're doing, but I want to hear probation, okay?
All right, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ms. Pineda.
Your Honor, there are no violations or non-compliance reported as per the probation officer's report. Mr. Garcia did complete the BIP. That was one of the things you wanted him to complete and follow up with from March 2022 when he was released. That was completed. The only thing he's still lacking is community service, but I mean, he still has time for that. And he does have an upcoming TAP assessment, September 15th.
Okay,
But other than that, Judge, there's no indication of any.
Okay. Okay, I know we have a motion outstanding, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're gonna leave that motion outstanding for 3 more months. We're gonna come back for a probation status hearing in 3 more months. I mean, we had basically a lot of failure to report. So if you're on track, you're on for a long time, Mr. Garcia, 8 years. But if you're on track, if he's on track in 3 months, Mr. Carmona, Ms. Pineda, then I will consider dismissing that motion to adjudicate, okay? Mr. Garcia, don't mess up, please. Don't get rearrested. Don't do anything dumb. Just do what you're supposed to be doing. Work on your community service. Are you appointed, Mr. Carmona?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what are his fees at, Carla? Are they at 25 or are they at 60?
Check that, I'm sorry.
Due to his indigency, I will go ahead and if they are not at 25 now, reduce those probation fees to $25 retroactive to his the date he was probated. So that'll be a little bit less of a financial burden there. But we'll see where we are then in 3 months. If we're good to go at 3 months, I don't need you back. Okay, and we'll dismiss that motion. But we will see you in 3 months. Thank you, Mr. Carmona. If you'll stay on until then, till we wrap this up.
Sure. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Maybe
Thank you.
excuse.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Judge, that's it. We have Myrna Pages for Martinez Ebony.
Mhm.
Just send her a message to log in as soon as she could.
Okay. Do we have our in-person plea ready?
Yes, Judge, Mr. Lopez is here.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take care of that and then we'll come back to Ms. Pages.
Ms. Rago,